Hello. Hello, people. I'm back. I'm back with another stream of Plane Shift. Oh, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, what I want to do, I want to fix a bit of the quest, and in particular, there is a thing that we need to do, which is related to the new quest that we did to leave the tutorial area. And actually that quest is at the moment teleporting you away, but is not closing the NPC bubble thingy. So we need I think I have to do it every time we ask the teleport command, right? Yeah. Anytime we ask for the teleport command. So there was a do admin something, do admin command. Yeah, do admin command, exactly. So I think that this one is the one that it now. The only problem is to know, how do we know? Huh. How do we know that this is a teleport? Well, actually we have the command. Well, we have the command here, right? We have it. So this command string include /teleport. So in theory, I could do a check, and if this starts with /teleport, I can actually close the NPC window. Otherwise, your camera will stay attached to the NPC. Hello, Hula. Good afternoon. Yeah, so I can do it. Yeah, I can do it here in theory. Or I can do it inside of this, but if I do it inside of this, we have no idea. Because this is an NPC handle admin command message. Handle admin command message. You know that I don't know if client is my NPC or client is my character. Target. I think target is my character. So probably client is my character, huh? Client is my character, because in theory I could go down until here, and I could do it here in theory, right? I could do it here. I could say if he's a teleport, And the admin command message. The problem is that, yeah, but I think it's a good. Yeah, I think it's yeah, I think it's good to do it here because it may happen that I am speaking with an NPC and a GM is teleporting me, right? And I will have exactly the same problem. I think in theory it should be even deeper than that because I think it should be even be deeper than that. Because I think it could even be inside of this, boys. Because anyway, when you teleport, there is no way. You need to close that window. When you teleport, you need to close that window. I mean, obviously not if the player is offline, right? Not if the player is offline. I think it's this, huh? Teleport. Yeah, I think the best place is before this. Or just after this. Because if you cannot move it, I think if you cannot move it, we don't want to... Well, I mean, there are few reasons why it may fail, and like collision and other stuff. So the question is, if we collide, do we want to? Do we want to have the? I think we can do it anyway. I don't think he's doing any damage, right? To do it here. Yeah. So we need to send a message. So this is the reason, right? So if we attempt to teleport, we should close the NPC bubble. Now, the question is, how do we do that? Because when we click on buy, how do we do that? When we click on buy, talk interaction UI click. Set is speaking with NPC bubbles. Set character, talk interaction. Set text, hide interact window, receive dialog menu message on client. We open anyway the NPC chat window because we can use the text, free text. Set up for new NPC. Set up player bubbles. Okay. Set up player bubbles. Chat bubble leave. Chat bubble leave. This is the one that you click when you want to leave the conversation, right? And he has a trigger that is named by. Is by trigger, you see? Is by trigger equal to true? Is by trigger. Is by trigger. Is by trigger. Is by trigger. Check for a special trigger leave formerly by. Okay. So if this is true, here we are in WD chat bubble. Yeah, so basically we need to call this, right? Because we need to do all of this. We need to clean up pending answer. We need to change the camera position. We need to, you know. So we need to do all of this. We cannot just quit, you know, easily. We need to do all of that. So I think we need to create a new method, because this one does not have, this one only has the on pressed, right? I think we need to create a new thing that will be called like force NPC speech exit or something like that, right? Or force NPC bubbles leave, force NPC bubble leave, right? Force NPC bubble leave. This one will go directly here, right? And this one is inside a WD chat bubble. So I think we can create pretty much the same thing, but do it on WinNPC bubbles. Right? And so that we can have a method on NPC bubble that does that. So I can create also here a new event, and this event we will call it the same, actually, it's not a problem. And then we will get our WD chat bubble leave, and here we will call the force whatever, right? So this in theory is gonna do the same. Yeah. And we can say, you know, call this to close the NPC bubbles window by force. To force the closure of NPC bubble window. Okay, so we have this guy now, and this should actually do the thing. So we need to be sure that we have a way, so on teleport, right? So if I'm here, on teleport, I need to call a new method. It must be a new blueprint implementable event on... Hello, Ariter. Hi. Must be a new blueprint implementable event on controller, eh? It must be on controller. On controller. Receive NGM list. Now I'm just checking if we have something already, but I don't think so. So it should be receive NPC bubble leave, force leave, let's call it. Force leave, and it doesn't have any parameter actually. So this will be right, because otherwise the camera of the client remains locked. Okay, so now this is our client, so we need to get PS controller, assuming that... Hello. Right, so this will actually call that, and this now we need to recompile because otherwise we don't have array. We need to recompile to get that method on the blueprints, and then we call that and we close the window. I did play quite some Diablo, by the way, guys, yesterday and this morning. That's very nice. I like it. It's a very good game. I mean, it's like Diablo 3, but better. Definitely better. Not just for graphics, also overall in terms of gameplay, and I think it's pretty good. I really like it. Okay, we recompiled. Okay, I don't know why. Let me just check one thing. I don't know why in Discord my name has changed or why. Uh, I updated my name to be. What the fuck? I don't know why my name is showing as. Okay. Okay, so now we should have the new. Let me just check one thing. Why in Discord my display name is fucked up now? It's kind of strange, huh? So they asked me to change the name. Why my nickname in Discord is fucked up? It's very weird. Let me check one thing. Because they did the name change, right? Discord name change. My nickname, no, my profile name is with dots. I don't know, it has dots. I don't know why. Unique ID never changes. Go to your profile and select account. Go to your profile and select account. Okay. Yeah, but I cannot change my... Bah. Yeah, in theory it's correct, but it's showing wrong. Bah. Very strange. It's because I'm in streamer mode. It's the streamer. It's the streamer mode. I see. It's the streamer mode which is actually masking the Okay, so if I have a streamer mode on, I don't know if it's shown for you or for, I think it's shown probably only for me. Because basically the point of the streamer mode in Discord is that if by any chance you are, I mean, by mistake, you know, you are showing the Discord window, it filters out the personal information, or anyway, your nickname and that stuff. So that's probably why it did that. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So if I re-enable it, Yes, yes, yes. It changes to, yeah, it changes to K. Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay, we discover why. So the streamer mode that is actually changing the nickname. Okay, cool. By the way, this thing that I wanted to buy the other day, you remember that we were discussing about this and we said, maybe I want to buy it to use it for the first part of the Stone Labyrinths, and it was like $10 or whatever. And this thing, by the way, has been posted 4 years ago, right? So it's pretty old. Yesterday, I decided to buy it, and it's not anymore for sale. I don't know how it's possible. But you cannot buy it anymore. They removed it. I don't know. They removed... I mean, no, the item is here, but you cannot buy it anymore. So, yeah. Yeah. Pity, huh? I don't know. I wrote to the author and I asked to the artist. And I said, hey, what is going on? So I hope that she will answer and let me know. I don't know, but it's kind of weird. Last week it was sellable, and I mean, you could buy it. This week, not anymore. Okay, so now we should have on player controller our new function, right? Receive NPC bubble force leave. I think we will put it, let me see if there is interaction. I think we will put it under interaction. Yeah, we will put it under interaction. So we will have this, receive NPC, bubble, leave, blah, blah, blah. We will get our win NPC bubbles. Yeah, now the only point is that we should activate it only if we are speaking with the NPC, right? Because if we are not... Is this doing the check or not? No, it is not doing the check. That is not doing the check, eh? How do we know? I think there was this is speaking, right? There was an is speaking with NPC. Yeah, he's speaking with NPC bubbles, exactly. So this one is telling us if we are actually... Now, the only point is, who the hell is setting this? That's a good question. I don't know if... Yeah, when we start the talk interaction, we set it. And then when do we unset? When do we unset? That's a good question, huh? Inside a window itself. Inside a window itself. Set up for new NPC. Set mode speak with NPC. Close the NPC chat bubble window, restore the camera position. It seems to be... This seems to be a bit redundant compared to... Hello, Phoenix. Hi. Hello, Ice Creek. What is the best MMO ever made? I don't know. I think that... I don't know. Depends best, depending on what best means. I think if you look at the longevity, probably World of Warcraft, but... Depend what best means. Why we have this and this? Is it a kind of a duplicate or what? Because this is calling setup for new NPC. Ah, yes, which anyway is here. Yeah, no, we go through that. Okay, we go through that. We go through that, which is nice. The only thing I'm trying to understand is... Okay. Yeah, it's okay. If we call that function, basically everything flows. Okay. So it's enough to call that. Yes, it's enough to call that, and we can call it if we are speaking with an NPC. I think it should be working okay. So we call there our force NPC bubble leave, huh? Only if true. And if it's false, what do we do? Nothing. If it's false, means that... Yeah, so in this case we basically do nothing. Right? Because we assume that we are teleporting, but it's not required, right? Okay. I think that's enough. I don't think we need anything else. So basically this will fix the bug that we have seen when we did the quest. Now I need... 1 second. One second, doing secret stuff. Okay, we are good. We are good. Yeah, we are kind of good, yes. Let me also do this. Okay, fine. Good. So what we want to do, we want now to clean up. I mean, assuming that we start again with the dummy database, right? With quest through, because we need quest through and we need NPC through. Yes, and we need now, the only point is that we need to delete for Airlog our, so if I go under character quest, right, under quest under character quest, not quest. Character quest, right? Yeah. So if I go under character quest and we filter by what? Are you crazy? Is empty? I don't think it's possible. I deleted all of them. Character quest is empty in okay. So yeah. So we were using the production database, huh? So we were using the production database, yes. We were using the production database. Yeah. I don't know why it's empty on, but it's fine. We were using the production, so we were using. So if I go character quest, now I need to filter where characters, and I need to filter this character, right? Where player ID, okay. So there is one that is Xenak, and Xenak I think is 46, huh? Exactly, so if I delete all of those, I think we should be good to execute it again. Okay, fine, I think we are good. So if I launch server and client now, I think plane shift is the best mod ever made. No, it's not really. It's not. It's not in many different dimensions that I can describe to you. But thank you for the compliment. How will you get a large count considering a real engine can handle thousands of players per instance? I think that needs to be still proven though. I don't believe that is really true. I don't know. We need to see. First, let's get 1000 concurrent players, and then we will ask ourselves the question. At the moment, for me, it's not a question. I know that I can probably run with 200, 300 concurrent players without issue. So I mean, at the moment, it's not a problem for me. It's not a problem at all. We will. I had to repopulate only these guys. Wait. Yeah, I think I need to do this. Need to restart it, otherwise there will be a lot of NPC loaded in. Yeah, so I think we need to test it. I don't know if you guys want to connect and try and see how it goes. I mean, yeah, but I think we will not reach 200, 300 players concurrent anytime soon. So I think that I have a plan in my mind, you know, of the things that are required to get more players. But at the end, if we don't, it's the same. I don't. It's not a problem for me. It's not a problem. Even if I'm the only one playing the game or developing the game without players, I would do it anyway. So it's not a problem. It's not something that I consider a problem. But, you know, I'm doing things that I hope will anyway increase the player count. So making the game better, making it a bit more fun, more playable, you know, more up to date, giving more deepness to the background. So these are all things that I'm doing, obviously to make the game better and also with the objective to get more players, yes. But if you ask me, are Are many players a requirement for you to continue developing it? No, it's not. Where do you download it? You can just scroll down and go to our main website. Under planeshift.it is our main website. There is a big download now on the left. You click download now and you can download it for Windows, for Linux, or for Mac. If you scroll down in Twitch, you should have all the links. Probably I should change the description and say instead of making our MMO, I should say improving our MMO. Maybe I should say that. The profile says you are converting this game. Yeah, the original version was made in another engine called Crystal Space, which was an open source engine that we kind of co-developed. I mean, we didn't do a lot compared to what the original author did, but we contributed a bit. I mean, for sure we contributed with testing and also with some code. Actually, some people in our team contributed code to the engine. And personally, I contributed converters from different applications to the Crystal Space format. But the engine is dead, doesn't exist anymore. If you go to crystalspace.org, I think the page is not even loading anymore. I think it's officially dead. Yep. It's officially dead. But if you search Crystal Space 3D engine, you may get some information. Right? Crystal Space 3D, I know it's here. Let me just send a message to the guy maintaining this. I don't even know if he has an HTTPS. No, it's only HTTP and he's broken. He's broken. Doesn't exist anymore, basically. We were the last project using it, right? So we were the last project using it, and when we fully switched to Unreal Engine, we were the last and not anymore project. So yeah. Okay, we go back to this guy. So now what we want to happen is that when we speak with him, right? You see that when we are speaking with an NPC, we have a kind of a different camera, right? So the camera is stuck on the face of the character. And so what was happening before, it was that what is going on? Is not loading that. Okay. Xenac Farewell is... no, we deleted it, no? Why? There was a missing piece. This one. There was a missing piece. Okay. GG. So yeah, the quest was actually completed. So I need to delete this. 46. Okay, let's redo it. How many hours of playtime do you estimate the current game currently has? I mean, there is no ending, so it's an MMO, so you can play it as much time as you want. I have more than 2,500 hours. Yeah, there is people with 10,000 hours. So, but I would say that 10,000 hours, most of that probably is AFK, but there are some people that are just living in the game. But yeah. No, there is no cap really. I think there is a lot to explore. There is a lot of stuff to do in terms of crafting, and so it's not really easy to finish it, right? So to finish, meaning to consume all the content. Now, if you say how much time does it take me to explore every place in the game, well, I don't know. Probably 20, 40 hours, I don't know, 40 hours, I have no idea. I mean, but not much, right? So there are certain places that are restricted, so you need to do certain quests to reach certain places. So that I think would be what is making the time a bit longer, right? But in terms of exploration, I mean, the world today is pretty big, so... Okay, so we are just running through the quest, and okay, so here is where the thing happens. When I click on fly to the main city, I want to see this window close, my camera being restored to where it was, and I want to be teleported to the main city, right? Which actually did not happen. Which actually did not, as you can see, it did not happen. It did not happen. So, or we didn't go through this line. It's kind of strange, eh? In fact, you see that at the moment I still see this view, right? And the only way for me to actually get out of this view will be to click on leave. But I want this window to close automatically. If I click on leave now, you see, now my character is actually teleported. I mean, my camera is actually going to the Idla city. And yeah, and we reach the place that we should reach. Oh, the sewers loaded first. That's not a great idea. What the fuck is going on? I think we need a loading screen anyway. I think we need to trigger a loading screen because otherwise it's too abrupt, you know. Are there dungeon raids, bosses? There are dungeons and there are some bosses, yes, around the map, yes. Raids, no. We don't have the concept of instance dungeons. So you don't... there are no instances. So that thing did not work, huh? That thing did not work. Okay, let me just be sure that I connected everything, but I think I did. So our client is not us, or something else happened. Our client is not us, or something happened, because yeah. So event NPC force leave is speaking with NPC bubble was not actually set, but I don't think so. They should go here. They should force NPC, and they should be going inside of this, right? Why I open two editors? I don't know. Set visibility collapsed. And this should do it, but unfortunately it's not doing it. Get PS character. Wait a second. Set NPC bubble. But I think there is quite a bit to do overall, right? Did you get an Epic and Mega Grant for this MMO? Yes, I did. In 2021. 21? Yeah. So there is something that is not working in this sequence. I don't know why, but there is something that is not doing what it should be doing, right? So the first thing we can do, we can check if this is actually called. You can call it receive NPC bubbles force leave, right? And this one we can do the same. I just want to be sure that we are let's say force leave 1 and force leave 2. Now if you go inside of this, at this point this should all work actually. They should all work, right? And then we should go here. Okay, I added just a bit of debug here and there, and then we will run the server in debug mode and see. I just want to see if we arrive to this point. I think we should, but now I need to just delete again. Unfortunately, testing it's not that easy because we need to delete quest stuff and right. But I think we should reach this. I don't understand why. Actually, because we got teleported, right? So should be working fine. It's true that we are loading through, but yeah, I got a Mega Grant. Mega Grant was very good. I mean, not much for the money because, you know, for an MMO, the money is not reasonable, right? So you need a, I mean, if you really want to make an MMO for real, you know, There is no money of a grant that can actually make that happen, mate. So, but because meaning that you need millions, you know, to make a real MMO. But anyway, it was good. It was good for the visibility. It was good for the motivation. Was good for the logo that we can place on the page. Yeah. And anyway, with the money, we did some commissions and some stuff, which is always good. So I think it was very nice. Also, now we are part of the Mega Grand community. And we will stay for the rest of our lives, because when you enter in the Mega Grand community, your presence is lifetime, right? I mean, for the duration of the project, obviously. If the project disappear, no, but if the project continues to stay alive, you know, you are still part of that community. There is a specific Discord channel that is dedicated only to Mega Grant recipients, and only Mega Grants can enter. And they are giving you also sometimes some giveaways, some stuff, like they partner with companies that are providing hardware or software. For example, there is one very interesting now that is active. There is Move AI. There is a motion capture system, motion capture software. And basically, if you are a Mega Grant recipient, you get, I don't remember how much, I think it's 1 year for free or something like that. Actually, that one I'm interested, but I don't have the time to check it out. That's the problem. But I will try. But yeah, I mean, the Mega Grant is great. Then you also have the chance to advertise a bit your game through the Mega Grant. So they ask you,
everything will be fine, don't worry.
Thank you. Everything will be fine, I know. Yeah. Obviously, that breakpoint works also for the normal teleport, which is fine, right? So
you broke it, didn't you?
I didn't broke it yet, but I think I'm pretty close to break it. Yes. I mean, it's close. Okay, if I do fly now, we hit this, which is fine.
You've done well.
We hit this, which is fine. We don't care about that. Yes, you see, we hit this, actually. Where client is my altered character, so in theory... But it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't close the window for whatever freaking reason. Okay, let me see. Because I'm stupid like a cow. Okay, I know why. I mean, cows are not particularly stupid, but... There is server side, boys. There is server side.
I never would have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
And now you're seeing it, and it is the result that I did something stupid. We need to go client side with this, boys. Client side. If we stay server side, this will never do anything. Boys! So must be replicated, owning client, reliable. So all of this needs to go actually here. Well, I think we can just, yeah, I think we can just remove this. We can leave the other printout for now, but so there is a server call. This one is a server call, boys, and we need to go client like this, and then on client we do this. Otherwise, this will never work. Never ever. Okay, there was a very noob mistake. Which is market the target of the cow? Well, the tiger, absolutely. The tiger can easily outsmart the cow and eat it. The cow cannot outsmart the tiger and eat it. So, yeah. There is another problem we need to fix in the quest. That is the free text answer. That's really a problem. I don't know how to do it actually, but I have to think about it, because at the moment there is a part in the quest where you need to enter the name of the weapon that you want, right, by text, and after doing that, there is in theory a refresh of, we need a refresh of the NPC answers, and at the moment we are not doing that. We are not calling a refresh. Let me just see if the server is up. We are loading all the maps, boys, so that's why. We have all the maps in. So basically the next release, which is now very close, will include the new tutorial area. I know that for some of you it makes no difference because you already created, you know, a character, so it doesn't really make any difference. But, you know, for new players, I think this will help. I think for new players it will help. Cows can climb trees. Well, they can climb trees only if the tree is on the ground. Only if the tree is horizontally on the ground, then maybe they can. Maybe. Why some update is closing the server and another update not? Yeah, depends on depends if you change the code. So everything that you change in blueprints, so for example, if I move this node, you know, or I move this node, it will require the reload of the server and the client. Or if I change a line of code in the C++, I need to recompile, and it requires a restart of server and client. What does not require that is any change to the database. So all the data is loaded dynamically, and so if I change, for example, the quest that my character has, I can just relog with my character, and that's enough. So that is why. These are the two differences. Okay, so we are executing the quest, right? Fly to the main city. Oh, finally. Okay, it works. Now it works. So the I think we need a loading screen though. Right? I think we need a loading screen. I think it would be very nice to have a loading screen. The problem of a loading screen is the problem of the loading screen. So the question is, do we want to have a loading screen whenever we teleport or not? Because at the moment we have a loading screen only after character creation. Only after character creation, but I think it's a bit rough, you know, because you may be teleported even by a game master, and you basically see the world loading, you know, around you, which I think is pretty bad, right? We have a function, you know, that is able to display. We have this function, right, which is able to display a loading screen. The problem of this check level loaded. The problem is that this code is not really separated from the initial teleport. You see, because this is the initial teleport, right? That is the initial teleport. And this piece of code is not split. Is not split. Is not split. It's not split. I will have to split this function. I mean, if you call this, right? If you call this, if you call this check level loaded, and you pass in a loading screen, right? Character creation or idler or whatever, is already doing the thing, right? So in theory, for me, is just to call this function. Yes. For me, is just to call this function. Just to call this function. I can also pass a tip, which is kind of nice. I can also pass a tip. Okay. Okay, let me do a check. Thanks, Professor Tiger. I just finished my database final exam. Nice. Did you use what? MySQL or Oracle or Postgres or what? What database did you use? Move object, right? Move object. Cast teleport. Teleport. I think we had a teleport with loading screen, no? Widget. I think it's this widget thingy. I think widget is an optional, yeah, is an optional parameter here. Yeah. Is an optional parameter. Background point widget. Background point widget. If widget is specified, we need to show a loading screen. Teleport with loading screen. This event is called when the player is teleported and we want to display a loading screen. Teleport with loading screen. Hey, you see that we had that already then. Wait. We have this already. We have this already. We have it already. We have it already. We have it already. Yes, exactly. And he's calling that. Yeah, exactly. We have it already. We have it already. So we can call this. We can call teleport with loading screen. And now teleport with loading screen. Teleport with loading screen. Widget is going to do what? Tips loading screen. Yeah, loading screen is then the one that is passed as, yes, exactly. So loading screen is the one that is passed as the loading. Okay, I think teleport with loading screen. Now the question is, how do we relational algebra? Okay, is that a database? I never heard of it. Now the problem is we have a problem because this teleport this teleport is inside move object, right? Is inside move object. Move object. I mean, if I change this one, I could add a new parameter here and say, you know, and say loading screen yes or no. But and then if that is not empty, you know, we could pass it here. Yeah, I think it's what we need to do, huh? I think it's what we need to do, boys. I think we need to change the declaration of this and add an F string, which is loading screen, which by default is empty, right? By default is empty, and if present, it will trigger, it will show a loading screen during teleport. It has to be used only for teleport though, because if we don't use it for teleport, is a problem. Why is complaining? I don't know. Okay. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. And obviously we will do it only if we are teleporting a player. Yeah, if he's not a player, obviously we don't want to show the loading screen on the NPCs. PC because it doesn't have a computer, right? An NPC doesn't have a computer. So it's only if we are teleporting a player and only if that is valid. So I think, you know, we can do exclude NPC for loading screen. So we say if actor is NPC, then we default the loading screen to empty anyway, so that we don't want, you know, and so now there are two more parameters here that are background, point 1, point 2, and widget. I have no idea why. I think it was done slightly different in the past, so I don't understand what is this. I think it was so I think that like this it will work, right? I think like this it will work. Now the problem now that we have is when we are calling that function from here, right? When we are calling this function from here, which is the admin manager, we have no idea which map we are teleporting to. No, I mean which map we are teleporting from, right? Which map we are teleporting from? We have no idea because this is the generic teleport. So this may actually be, well, I could check the sector. So I could say if the sector is maybe. So in theory we could do this. I mean, it's a bit hard-coded, but who cares? So we can say client get sector, right? And this will return a sector ID. And then I think we would just say if get sector, get ID. I think I cannot. Get sector. There should be the ID, no? UID. So we say if the sector UID is 74, which is actually our now the only problem is I don't know if this is the best idea though. It's how query works in mathematics. Okay. I don't know if this is the best idea. Let me think about it, huh? Let me think about it. You know why? Because I think that there we are not in sector 74. We are outside of the area. So I think it will not work. I think it will not work. Fuck. What if we add the parameter here as well? So that the logic is outside of this. The logic is outside of this teleport. Right? So the logic is outside of this. Right? So if we do it like this, and we enforce it. Now, I don't know what happens if I enforce it, because I think this teleport is called by multiple functions, but we can see. We will get errors, and so we will see what happens. We will see what happens, boys. I think it will be a bit cleaner to really have a loading screen. I know it's not super important, but consider it's the first part of the game, right, for new players. So we want to make it as smooth as possible so that the game actually looks nice, right? I think if you get like your character floating in the air and stuff that is loading slowly around you, I mean, it looks pretty bad. So in theory we will use this loading screen now, as soon as it compiles, but we will use that loading screen. We will use that loading screen here, right? And now, and now we have the problem here. Fuck. Oh my god, now we have the problem here, because it's the same. This is a generic function which is using all the, you know what, I think we would just default to the idle standard thing. Yeah, for now, let's do that. Let's do that. So basically, every teleport will have a loading screen now. If I do this, every teleport will have a loading screen. Which in theory is fine, huh? Because if you are teleporting, you may go pretty far away, so... It's a long time I don't check if we got any copyright strikes for the music. Let me see, it's a long time I don't check. I didn't change songs in a very long time, so... No, actually we didn't. At least in the last 20 plus. The last 20 plus, we don't have any. Okay, so this actually compiled. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again with the deletion of this, so we redo exactly the same thing. I think that now it will happen also if we teleport normally. The only problem is, if we call it by... wait a second. No, I'm just trying to understand if we now do it double in case we do the standard teleport, but I think that standard teleport is not calling that function. We will see. I think I have to create a new character just to be sure that we didn't fuck up the character creation teleport. I don't want to break it. P. Wow, it takes a long time to load in. Come on. Why is it taking so much? Did I delete the stuff? I did it or no? Yeah, I deleted the stuff. I did, boys. Yeah, testing is taking quite some time. That's the problem. I can delete some maps, but okay, let's see what happens now. Because if I teleport, right? If I teleport, in theory, it should trigger already. Yeah, in fact, it does. I think it's good anyway. I mean, it's good that the teleport, any teleport is triggering a loading screen. Why not? I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good. As long as that loading screen properly works. You see? Now we have the loading screen. And it's preparing texture, preparing meshes. Now we moved from a very, very, very far away point. So it's taking a lot. Yeah, you see? Yeah, it's much nicer. Yeah, I really like it. I really like it. So you actually see the game when everything is loaded. So it's so much better, right? So much better. So much better. Yeah. Very good. I think it is a good change. I think it is a good change. Okay, so and this works anyway, right? So if I, yeah, let me try something that may break it. If I do teleport me here 1. Okay, it worked anyway. Oh, yeah, that's nice. I thought that this would break it, but it does. No, because teleport me here 1 is only changing the instance, right? Is only changing the instance of the character, and in reality the character is staying in the same position. Now you still see the loading screen, which I think is fine. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think it's good. Okay. Okay, this is done. Now, what else do we want to do? I want to fix... yes, we need to fix the... yeah, that's a tough one, huh? That's a tough one. Okay. So if we go back to this guy, right? This guy has a quest, and that we actually already completed. So we will have to remove it from our list. But 5282, 5282, 5282. So all of this, right? 5282. Yeah. Okay, so now we remove that quest. The question is, if we remove, yeah, because the problem is that when you speak to him freeform, right? When you say hi, right? When you say hi, we are actually sending a straight hit to the dialogue system, right? Because we know that this is a single phrase that you are sending, and he's answering to it, and he's not refreshing any of the quest options, right? This is done kind of for simplicity, but then if there is a request to enter a free text answer, like for example the answer of a riddle, the quest will not refresh, and so you will not see the new set of answers that you can give, right? And that's really a problem. That is really a problem. So basically we must refresh even for single. Yeah, I think we have no way out. I'm surprised that the old game was not doing it. I'm a bit surprised that the old game was not doing it. Because what is the difference between this and this? Well, the difference is only that we are sending out I don't even know if we are sending out the actual... Okay, let me see. No, we need to fix it because that is super bad. It is super bad. Basically it's this one: receive NPC bubble events. This is the list of events that are collected through a find response, right? After collecting the script, execute script. Keep an relevant to send one message to the client. Yeah, because this is the script. This is the script that is run. So this function in theory is called say response op run. Exactly. Don't we go through this though? I think we should, right? We should go through this. I need to follow the flow and see how that is actually I mean, what is the difference between the free form and the non-free form? But is for sure when we use the free form, we are not refreshing the quest answers. And that's a problem. That's a significant problem, and it will be a significant problem also for riddles or other puzzles that we have. So we absolutely need to fix it. Are you playing Diablo, guys, or not? Diablo 4. I did. Okay, so let's go here. Let's check the freeform. This is the freeform button, right? When this freeform button on text change, on text committed. So when we have the on text committed, send the chat message to NPC and display in the chat, right? So display the player text in the chat without going server side. What the fuck? Okay. Send NPC chat message. So this is the one that is going server side anyway. Right. This is the one that is going. This is the one that is going server side. Now the question is send chat message to NPC. Send chat yeah, it's a normal chat message. So in theory, you know, it should work exactly like everything else. So why? Okay, let's check one of the options here, right? One of the option is WD chat bubble. So when WD chat bubble is actually clicked, right, when it's clicked, we call send NPC chat message. Yeah, it's exactly the same actually. No, it's not exactly the same. There is send chat message, and this is send NPC chat message. What is the difference? No, it's the same. It's going here. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. It's exactly the same. So okay. It's exactly the same. So why doesn't refresh? clear all dialogue bubbles. Clear all dialogue bubbles. Because we are expecting... Yeah, but then why is not populated properly? I mean, if it's just a matter of clearing the bubbles, that's easy, right? If it's only a matter of clearing the bubbles. But I don't know if that's true. Because I think if I do, I mean, I can do it. But I think if I do it, I think if I do it, I think I might do other damages. Clear all the bubbles. We expect the server to send the new ones, right? Yeah, but okay. Let's try like this 1 second and see what happens. Let's do this. I mean, if it's only a matter of reloading, that would be fantastic, right? That would be super good. If it's only a matter of reloading the questions, but I don't think it is. Because I remember that the only way for me to get the next item was to close the dialogue with the NPC and speak with him again. If I remember right, and when we did the testing... When we did the testing before. I think, yeah. Okay. You know, what I'm thinking is that there are few things that I will always want to do, but I will never do because they are too complex compared to the time that it takes to make them. You know, the benefit is too little compared to the time that it takes to fix them, and so we'll probably never do. Like now, I mean, on this one, if I have to redo a part of the dialogue system just to fix this bug, I think I will not do it. So, but let's see. Can we delete few maps or not? So that we don't load like the whole universe. I think there are a lot of maps that I didn't touch, right? Our subversion is fucked. Why everything is 5, 6, 23? I don't know, dates sometimes are weird. Okay, let's go back to that guy. By the way, it's still too dark in that area. Okay, so if I go here and I speak with him, you see that he has this quest for me, right? If I say hi, in theory I'm removing it now. Yeah, but he's actually appearing again. Okay. Okay, so let's try to do the quest. Greetings, I'm the guard commander, blah 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 blah. And ask him to tell you this ward is ready, blah 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 blah. What sort of warriors do we have fighting for you, blah 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 blah. Yes, I passed Navy test, I'm eager to show my skill, blah 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 blah. Yes, type in the name of the weapon you want, right? So this is the one where... what do you need to do with even a look at the weapon on the table? Okay, so if I click this... Okay. Now, if I say short sword, which should be one of the weapons, right? So you want a short sword, do you? Well, in this case, it's better to see this one. Also up there, not the biggest blade, blah blah blah. Okay. Nice. Yes, it was just a matter of deleting the things. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. Fantastic. So probably because when you clear it up, you know, it's then resent by the server with a new set. So now it works. Oh wow, that was easy. That was an easy fix. Oh my. Thank you. Yes, there was an easy fix. I was thinking it would take me forever. You know, one thing that I'm thinking is I have a question for you guys. I have a question for you. In this window where you speak with the NPC, there is no record of what he's telling you, right? There is no record of what he's telling you. There is this bubble thingy that is basically showing what he says, but you don't have a list of all. You don't have a record of all the stuff that he said previously, right? So you cannot actually read back and understand what he said. So the only way is to leave and then check the NPC tab, right? In the NPC tab you have the list, right? And you have all the things that he said and all the things that you said. Now, I can do it two ways, right? I can do it two ways. I could show the chat window in this view below here, right, in the bottom left. So basically, I could do that. The only problem of doing this is that I mean, I could automatically, so imagine that it's like this plus this, right? The only thing of this view, I think that it makes it look a bit messy, no? I mean, there is text at the top, text at the left, text at the right. Isn't a bit too, I mean, I didn't do it because I felt it was a bit too much, but and also the problem is the position of the window, because the window by default is not positioned here. I mean, it's positioned whenever you position it, right? So the chat window could actually be for you here, right? And so if I show it here, if I show it here, you will not be able to click on stuff unless you move the chat window away. And then maybe you move the chat window here, and then you click on leave, and the chat window is going back, is now overlapping some of your other controls. So it's super annoying, you know, to move this window left and right, up and down, wherever, all the time. So or the game does it for you automatically, or I think it's pretty annoying, right? So also this NPC window is including everything that you said to other NPC, plus potentially if there is an NPC around you that is actually speaking, is you're getting the text into that window as well, right? So it may start to be a bit confusing. So I think we have two options. Or I show the chat window, but I don't like it because again, you may have the chat window here in your normal layout, and I don't know exactly how to move. I mean, I could move it and then move it back, but you know, the other option would be to have something that is only existing in this window, right? And is another scroll, right? Is another scroll log here at the bottom, right? Another scroll log here at the bottom with everything that the NPC said and everything that you said to him. It is easier to add the chat window or make the NPC bubble have a history with a scroll bar. Yeah, but it cannot be... I don't think we can have the scroll bar here. I don't think we can have the scroll bar here because this is... No, I cannot have it there because there is whatever he's saying now, right? It's whatever he's saying now. But I can log into a window here at the bottom, right? What he's saying. That I can do. Which exists only for the duration of the speech and then is actually cleared out, right? That I think I can do fairly easy because I have all the text already. So I have all the text already. So for me, it's just to create a new scroll box object in this window, right? So I just need to create something here and make it, which by the way, I don't know, what is this blue halo? Is it a kind of a background? Doesn't show at all. I have no idea. Probably is this background, huh? Maybe. Yeah. Let's say that one of the issue of this is that it will also contain your nonsense, right? So if you write nonsense, right, it will contain also your nonsense unless I filter out the answers that don't give a proper answer, but I don't know. Need to think about it, huh? Need to think about it. I mean, mean, other games do it differently.
Maids, let's hear it. It's the least I...
So Skyrim does not have a log. Oh look, an Anki! So Skyrim does not have a log, so whatever you say, you cannot read the... You cannot read the past. Which is kind of annoying. Just kind of annoying. Fallout does it. Fallout has it. So whenever you're speaking, I don't remember the 4, but I think the 4 was pretty much the same. I think it was pretty much the same. But I remember the 76 at least. It doesn't? Fallout 4 doesn't, huh? So it's only 76 that has it, huh? I see. Uh,
2,000 balls!
Oh my god. Sometimes you find weird stuff on the internet. Bro, I just want to see you speaking. Come on. Speak to someone. I remember this guy. No, but there is no, I think there is no log. In Fallout 4 there is no log. In 76, because I am playing it, and I'm playing it, and there is, meaning that when you speak to someone, on the top left, come on, speak to someone, please. This guy's not speaking too shitty anyway. There is something on the top, right? Okay, here it is. This is what I wanted to show. So, when you speak with an NPC, right, in Fallout 76, you see the text on the left, right? You see the top left. So you're speaking to him, and if you don't understand, so you have the text here at the bottom. I appreciate that. 5 should be enough, thanks, right? So this part at the bottom corresponds to our part at the left here, right? So it's this part. So it's basically what the NPC is saying now. But he also goes into a log on the top left, you see? Where you can basically reread what he said to you in the last few moments. Now, this thing you cannot actually scroll, which I think is a problem. But we can make it scrollable actually. So whatever he says, You see, is so as soon as a phrase is finished, no, as soon as a phrase is initiated, it goes there. It doesn't have your text though, which is pretty annoying. Like I say, should I grab some souvenir? Ah no, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's without name though. Is it a bug or what? Okay, it's without name, so it doesn't tell it's you, but should I grab some souvenir is what you said, right? And this is his answer. Now, yeah, so I'm basically thinking to something like that. If you do separate history, it would be good to color code NPC versus player response. Yeah, we can do that, I think, because every line we can have a different color for every line. So, do you think it will be valuable or not? I think it will. Now, this history will be cleaned up every time you speak with an NPC, right? So if you leave and you speak again, that history will be empty, okay? Will be completely empty. So it's just for you to reread what he said in the last few moments, right? But when you leave, you have anyway the full log, right? You have the full log in the NPC tab, right? So I think we still have the scrolling issue, huh? Oh, we still have the scrolling issue that we don't scroll to the end of the window. I think I tried to fix it at least 3 times. Yeah, I think we should do it, boys. I think we should do it. That's pretty much what I think we should do it. I think we should do it. We could even move this wall thing a bit higher. We could move this. Is this NPC name, image reply, next answer. But it is high because it's in a grid panel. Grid panel is deciding the row field 05. So if I do like 03, what happens? Yeah, this thing goes up. 0305. Zero 04. Yeah, it's not very clear to me what column span, row span, NPC answer. Now, okay, now the only problem is to decide. Because in reality is similar to the win chat. I mean, I think I can even copy, you know, but it's not the same because it's not the same because the scroll box border message global. There is a border, there is this, and there is this, but I think that the image, I think that the background image is something else. I think that the background image, I have no idea where the hell is that, but overlay, channel list background. No, it's probably part of this, so... okay, let me try to copy this. Let me try to copy this. Okay. This guy is here. Now, I think the issue is that well, there are a number of issues, but okay, let's see how it plays out. So the first issue is the bottom border, right? Because we need and this thing is not really, because this is not if I could have it slightly bigger, but I cannot because this freaking layout that I did is stupid. Let me see. Grid panel. So we have 4 rows, right? We have 4 rows. The first row is what? The first row is this NPC name, right? The first row is the NPC name. The second, which contains this. Okay. This is row number 1. This is row number 2. Oh my god. Why this is row number 2? Yeah, I did it in a bit of a weird way. This is row number 2. This is row number 1 with a significant... This is row number 1. There is a bottom minus 100, you see, here is the trick. If I do bottom 0, yeah, it becomes like that. There is a bottom minus 100, which is a bit stupid, but is what is making it not squeezed. Wait a second, I need to think about this. This is not working. Okay, so row number 1 is this, right? Oops. Row number 1 is this thing. Now, I need this part on the... You see that this thing is misaligned compared to this, but it's by purpose, right? Because I need more space here on the left. So, can I do... I think that solution could be... The solution could be that I do 2 rows, right? A row number 1 that is like this, a row number 2 that is like this. Then I align this one at the bottom of the row 2 and align this one at the bottom of the row 2. Sorry, row 3, I mean. And this one will span 2 rows, right? This one will span 2 rows. I think if I do it this way, it could be okay. And this will be in line with this, and then this, so this will be 1, 2, 3, and this will still be 3, so this one will have to be on the same line at the end. And then I do 4. I think this is a single block. So this could be 4 and this could be 4 as well. Right? Because at the moment this is what? This is row 2. So at the moment this is row 2. But it's not really working as we want. So okay, let's try to do this. Let's try to say that our NPC answer is actually spanning 2 rows and he's starting at row 1, right? The same for this, is spanning 2 rows. Okay, spanning 2 rows. And it's starting from 1. Then this one is at row number 3. And it's spanning 1 row. And this one, because this one was row 1. Fuck. This one was row 1. What? You crazy? Because it starts from row 0. Oh shit. It starts from row 0, so all the numbers are +1. No. Okay, anyway, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, right? This is 2, this is 3, this is 3, and so on, right? 0, 1, 2. So now this one is at, yeah, this one is at 1, this one can stay there. This one is at 2, that one can stay there. This one is at 3. This one is not 3, yeah? This one should go at 3 and row span 1 or 2. 3 and 4. So my grid now needs to have 5? No, I think 4. Why? I don't think they should span 2. Row span 1. Wait. Row span 1, right? Row span 1. Now this button is row 1 spanning 2, yes. Now the difference is that my grid, now the difference is that this will be smaller, eh? This -100 doesn't exist anymore. But why row 1? I don't understand. Why row 1 is so fucked? Why row 1 is so fucked? Good question. Why row 1 is so fucked? I mean, why row 1 is not starting? I mean, here we have 16, but why row 1 is starting here and is not starting there? I don't get it. Yeah, row 1 is starting here instead of starting up there. Why? Row 1. I mean, because row 0 is too much. Okay, because row 0 is too much. Row 0. Okay, let's do 0.2. Ah, okay. 0.1. No, 0.1 is too little. 0.2. So 0.2. 0.15. 0.15. 0.15. So now this is properly, well, properly I don't know, because if I do row span 1, this becomes as small as that. Row span 2 is doing this, huh? Because now this one is too small. 0.3, because now this is too small. 0.7. This layout is a mess, I know. So this becomes row number 2. And probably it's kind of in the middle of row number. Now, I think that this thing is a bit too big, but this is row number 1 at the bottom. This is row number 2 at the top. This is row number 2 at the top. Yeah, because row number 2 is very, very big, and that's the problem. Row number 2 should be super small. Row number 2, if I do 0, what happens? If I do 0, it's doing this. 0.2. If I do 0, it's going here. So this is row number 2. Yeah, the problem is that if I do it this way, well, no, it's not gonna work. Hello, Fanner. Yeah, I'm fighting with UI components. You know what? I think we should make this another grid. Because otherwise, if I don't make this another grid, I'm not able to actually move stuff into it. I think I should make the image bubble, the next answer, and the NPC answer, and the NPC text. So these three, I think they should become a new grid. So they stay all together, because otherwise I'm not... And it's not a VBOG. Well, if I make it a grid though, I will not be able to put this. No, I will. Let me just try to make it another grid 1 second and we see how it works. Because, so if I create another grid, right? And this grid will contain... this grid will contain first of all, this grid should go here. Will contain the image bubble, the next button, the NPC answer, and the text, right? So now this will row span 2, as we said. And now inside the grid we will have one column only. Inside the grid we will have one column only, which is 1. And we will have I think one row also, no? One row only. That is 1. Now this image bubble can go wait a second. Everything becomes row 0 now, huh? In row span only 1 or 0, which is the same. Okay, now I think we have better control on this thing. The only point is that this guy should go at the bottom. And it should go at the bottom with maybe a -80. Kind of an 80 at the top, like this. Okay, now we have better control on this box, which is nice. We have better control on that. And we have better control on this because if I want to do top 60, yes, I can reduce it as I wish. Now the only problem is this side now, because this side, I mean, this one is not spanning. This one is still spanning 2 or not? This one is spanning 2, yes. And this one is 1 at the bottom. Okay, so why this is not now going up? Yeah, exactly. Why? Okay, now we need to fix this, and I think we are good then. Top 0. Top 0. No, became too much. Top 0. Why? Why if I move the top of this component? Row 3, row span 1, column 2. Why? I'm a bit confused of why I cannot have this touching the border of the other one. Hello, EQ4. Hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow. We are working on an NPC UI, trying to make it a bit more, trying to add a new component which will keep the history of our text, and I'm trying to see if I can properly position row 3, right? Row 3 at the moment is starting there and is finishing there, right? So you see, this is the start and the end, because this guy, for whatever reason, is because he has a top 30. No, the top 30 I think is okay. So why? Yeah, why this line is going down so much? Why that line is going down so much, I have no idea. So the line number, so because our grid actually needs to have 2 rows, huh? 0.9 and 0.1. Okay, better. 0.9 and 0.1. I don't understand. I don't understand why this button is so stupid. Why this button is stretching until the end of... because number 2 is too big. Number 2, how much is it? Number 2 is 0. I can do 0.1. Number 2 is still a problem. Number 2 is still a problem. So annoying. Wait a second. This grid panel, right, is made of these pieces. Why? I have an image. I have an image here, which is actually my bubble image, right, which seems to be centered perfectly. Then I have a next answer, which seems to be centered perfectly. I think I don't have a problem. And then I have this button NPC, which is completely off, right? Why this button is row... Ah, because it's row 0. No, but row 0 is correct. Row 0, row 0, row 0, row 0. Row 0 is okay. Row span 2. Ah, because he has row span 2. That's why. Okay, row span 2. No one should have row span. Okay, now what is this? It's my grid panel. My grid panel has row span 2. Right? As row span 2. I don't understand why there is this space between here and here. Hello, Icho. How is it going? It's going okay. We are working on this UI just to make it a bit nicer and to add a new panel here at the bottom where we have the NPC text. I'm just struggling a bit. I don't know if we have a border or whatever, but I'm just struggling a bit of why, you know, the... Okay, because I still had a second. Okay. I think now, okay, I think now it's clean. I think now it's clean. I think now is actually clean. The only problem is still this space between the left top 0. But if I move that, everything goes down, which is what I don't understand. Why if I change this? I want more space on the right, right? I want more space on the right, but it seems I cannot do it. I can have more space on the right if I do this, but then this one will never go up. That's the problem. Will never go up because it's in another... I mean, I will have to do like top -50 and then it goes up, but you see, it's not going up, it's pushing everything down. Oh my god! Why cannot have independent columns? Okay, if we want to have independent columns, let's create independent columns or we're going crazy. To create independent columns, I just need to have a VBox in this part, right? I just need to have a VBox. Yes, exactly. This is exactly what I need. It is exactly what I need. So we will have a VBox. We will have a vertical box here. Right? That will actually put together no. Fuck. No, the V-box doesn't work because... no, the V-box doesn't work. It must be a grid. It must be a grid. This might be a grid spanning vertically at least 2, no, 3. Must be a vertical grid spanning 3 and player speech. Okay, now this should go inside of that. This should go inside of that. This should go inside of that. And I know that now everything will fuck up. I know, but I will fix it. But if we don't have a control on the left side, it's not gonna work. On the right side, I mean, it's not gonna work. Free text border 2. What is this? And speak options. Okay, now wait, now. Don't fear, we can fix this. I will bring everything to 0, 0, 0. Yeah, the only problem is that our player speech will have like 200 from the top or whatever, or 100. But why when I change the top, the left is changing? If my... It is so annoying. Why when I change the top of the vertical on the right, considering that now they are two completely separate columns, this one is actually changing? It's because this is on row... is on row 1. That is so annoying. Okay, let me put 1 second everything on column 0. I think it's not solvable also like this. I think also like this we have a problem. Let's say the only benefit is that now this box is completely independent. And so we can pretty much do what we want, right? Inside this box we can do what we want. But the problem is that... No, wait, what? Row 1, 2, and 3, right? Row 1, 2, and 3. So now we need row 1, 2, and 3. So we need 3 rows. We need 3 rows, of which the first one will be the space that we basically need from the top, and no one will be in row 1. I mean row 0. So this will be row 1. This will be row 2, correct. This will be row 2, correct. This will be row 2, correct. And this will be row 3, correct. Wait. Rows are starting from 0. Ah! Okay, so there is 2, 1... No, fuck, it was correct. It was correct. It was correct. It was correct. Oh my god. 0, 1, 2, 3. So we need 4 rows, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3. 0 will be the empty one. Zero will be the empty one. So this will be 0. No, this will be 1. This will be 2. This will be 2. This, I don't know what is it. This will be 3. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, so now we have this thing. Now, if I remove the top, right, and I say top 0. And I say top 0. And I say that my row 1, yes, row 1 is 0.4 or 35. And my row 2 is, yeah, this one I think should be 0. No, but I don't freaking understand why. Going crazy, boys. Going completely crazy. Going completely crazy. So, let me put something in row 0 just to visualize it, because let me put a text in row 0 just to visualize it, okay? Because I'm going completely crazy. So this will be row 0. Like, this is our row 0, okay? This is our row 0. Then we have a row 1 that starts here and ends there, right? Which is okay. So we have our separator and everything, and it's fine. Then we have our row number this is what I don't understand, right? Why? Okay, because I should make row number 1 with 0 value. And row number 2 with 0 value, so that they are... Oh, okay. I find Saints were worded to majority of NPC, they don't take offense of any of it. They want me to clarify, I just want to say majority of the time. No, I think, well, tell me which ones, but I think they, in theory, they are trained to answer. I mean, some of them do. Okay, now I can control perfectly the right side as I want, right? Because now I can say 0.5 and that thing goes down, right? Exactly. Now, the only problem I have is that this block now, dialog option, byte, this block, what is it? Fill, VBox, right and bottom, autofill, okay. This H box, if I fill it all, is like that. If I fill it all, is like that. Yeah, but why this is not taking more space then? Why it is not taking more space? I think it depends on the number of questions. If there are more questions, it will take more space. Like if I duplicate for a second this. No, it's not. No, it's not. Then the question is why... Why did it not take in the full space? Why did it not take in the full space? It's inside a V box. You know what? I think that the left and the right are kind of interacting anyway. That is what is a bit weird, but... Okay, let me do something. So this player speech now... This player speech is the wall box on the right. Is the wall column on the right, right? That is our player speech. Where is it placed? Is it placed in row number 1 and is spanning 3 rows? Is spanning 3 rows. Is spanning 3 rows. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So now we have index 1 at 0. It's going from there to there. Why this thing is so huge? I don't understand why this thing is so huge. Why number 2 is so huge? Sorry, number 1. Why number 1 is so huge? Because it's spanning 2 columns, huh? Okay. Let's not span 2 columns anymore. Okay, nice. Because now this column is... Okay, nice. I think we are nearly there. So now this okay, and now this okay, 0, 0, 1. So that is 0, 1, 1, and 2, right? Okay, now my only problem is now, okay, now I think it's bad. Now my only problem is that this part is starting from there and finishing here, huh? Because 0.1, okay, because the first is 0.15. Is if I do 0.1, okay. Okay, much better. Now if I delete this text box, I hope that stuff doesn't really move. Okay, stuff doesn't move. Okay. We are getting there, eh? We are slowly getting there. We are slowly getting there. So my bubble grid now. So number 1, okay. Yeah, this is what is a bit weird, right? That if I change the left, if I change, these are completely independent in theory, but if I change the left, this one somehow changes. I think that's a bug. I mean, it should not happen, right? It should really not happen. This is a V box which is spanning 3 columns and is completely separate from the left. So why if I change this in my main grid is actually rearranging this thing on the right a bit? That is so weird. But anyway. But I think we pretty much are where we wanted to be. Because now I can independently manage every P. Okay, let me just see how it looks in game maybe. But so now what I want to do in this panel, which is a scrolling panel, I want to populate this guy. So this one we will call it NPC bubbles, history, NPC bubbles, history text, something like that, history chat, history text, okay? So now this NPC bubble history text, we want to populate it whenever we receive text that goes into the NPC chat in the win chat, right? So whenever we receive a new message, but only for that NPC though. Yes, only for that NPC. But okay, but that's kind of easy. So when we receive exactly, when we receive this, when we receive this, I don't know if I don't know if it's when we receive this or when we receive the array of events, but I think it's when we receive this, because this one, so in theory we should call, basically here we should call win and PG, so we should call the problem is we don't have it from here. You know what, let's make a function, otherwise it's too complex. Let's make a new function and we will call it populate NPC bubbles text, history text, history text, right? Populate NPC bubble history text. So when this happens, basically what we need to do, we need to take our player controller, because we need to go there, right? And from here we need to get our win NPC bubbles, and from win NPC bubbles we need to get our VBox message NPC, our VBox message NPC, and inside VBox message NPC we need to add it's not that easy, yeah. So we basically create a new message, right? Create a new message. And the message type, I think the message type is chat NPC, so that's kind of easy. Do we want that? Well, it will make no difference, but it's fine. Let's keep chat NPC. The font, yeah, should be scaled based on the chat font size that we have. And we will be able maybe to change the color later on, but for now let's say it's fine. And then this message, right? This message we will add it as a child of that guy. Right? Ah, come on. Okay. Now okay, so basically whatever the guy will say, now we will go into that box. I'm playing with spaghetti code? Well, kind of, yes. And we like spaghetti a lot. So this will populate the NPC text. Now we also want to populate the player text. And actually the problem of the player text... the problem of the player text. The problem of the player text. Populate. Wait a second. Populate. The problem of the player text is that that I have no idea where the hell yes, it's in chat bubble. Is in chat bubble. Yes, exactly. Display the player text to the server side without going server side. Exactly. So is this thing. Exactly. So here we will have to add. The problem is, how do we do it? That we don't have oh no, we do. Fantastic. No? Ah, fuck, he's not in chat bubble. He's in win chat. Okay, it's the same. No, why is win chat? No, it's a very bad idea. Why is in win chat? He's in win chat because... No, I don't like it in win chat. I think it should be in... Okay, fine. Let's leave it in win chat. So if he's in win chat... If he's in win chat. We have this. Is NPC internal, eh? Wait. Is NPC internal? Is NPC internal? Okay. Okay. Sender message. Sender and message, eh? My god, what is this mess? No, but wait a second. This is already. Yeah. I don't think we need sender. Set real message. Set real message. Okay. Real message. What the fuck is real message? Real mess. There is a bind of some kind on this guy. Real message. Yeah, there is a bind on real message. Okay, fine. So, okay. So actually, oh my god, I'm going crazy with this. Text to string. What? Okay. Okay. So now, now we said the real message, right? Let's do it, boys. Let's do it. Okay. So this in theory should add whatever we say to that panel. In theory. Okay, let me try to refresh this guy. What was it? 5.8. No. What is this? What is this text thingy? 5.8. minus, let me refresh, yes, minus 582, 582. Wow, that's so much. 582. Okay. Okay, let's try it a second like this because I don't know what we did exactly, so I need to understand where we are. But I think that probably the NPC text will actually go into that window. Probably. But the player text, I think will not go there yet. Now the window is part of, now we will have to clean it, you know, whenever we start a new conversation, and I mean there are some things we need to do. So this is just a bit of the beginning of it, but I think we are on the right path. I think we should. I think we are catching the right message at the right time. Okay, while it's loading, that anyway will take a bit. While it's loading, let me think to this second one, because there is the moment where send a message, right? So in theory here, what I want to do this, huh? I can do it there directly. I think it's just simpler. I can just do it here and fuck it. So we take sender and message. What? No, wait a second. Sender and message. Yeah, now it's better. And we put this here, right? And so this will populate it also with my text in theory, huh? Let me restart it a second. So this should also do my part, my text, in theory. No, wait. WD chat bubble. Yeah, I think it does, but it does not for the free text. It does it only for the predefined quest option. Only with the predefined quest option. Now for this free text bubble, for the free text, which is here, right? For the free text, for the free text, yeah, we need to do the same. Basically here we need to do exactly what we do here. I know it's a bit of a duplication, but GG. I don't want to. I mean, I could in theory make a better function. Wait, I need player controller, win chat, populate NPC bubble history text, yes. And this will be the message, and this will be the sender, and this will be the message. Okay. I don't know, maybe I can put it here. So this in theory should also do the free text. So now basically everything should go. Pa-para-pam. I will have to start my own stream very soon. I just populated the same things were progressing. What do you stream, Fergus? What are you streaming? You're streaming Plane Shift? You should. You should stream Plane Shift and only Plane Shift. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, I'm just waiting stuff to start up. This is the production database, so we have a million quests, million rules, you know. I just removed the NPC, but you see now it's loading quests, it's taking quite some time. It's like 500 quests. Then it needs to parse and now it's loading all the levels, they will load all the NPC. I will be playing Beatles. Okay. Nice. Okay, the server is up. Okay, let's see what we did. So, fuck, the panel is not even here. Why the panel is... Ah, because it's not visible by default because I copied it from the chat. No, mistakes were made, okay. This is, by default, I think is invisible. Yeah, exactly. By default was invisible. PT. So we need to restart everything. I don't know if I can save. This is only a UI client side. No, it's the same. The server is up. It's not saving it, so. Okay. I don't know if it's clear that that's the history and the one above is what the NPC is saying, but I think it's, yeah, I think it should be understandable. I really didn't want to have the full chat system there because I don't think it makes any sense that you type text while speaking with the NPC in another window. Or that you are like whispering, you know, to someone while you're speaking with the NPC. I don't know, I think it feels a bit weird, it looks a bit weird. So I think it's better like now that we have a dedicated panel, right? Dedicated separate panel. Loading, 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 loading. Then we can add a better border, you know, better whatever. Okay, we have our panel here at the bottom left. I don't know if it's too big, but I don't know if I like this to be so big as well. I think it should be smaller and going up. I don't know. Greetings, I just arrived from the Stone Labyrinths. Holy shit. Okay, so First problem. First problem. What do you say is going in twice? I don't know why. What do you say is going in twice in the log? Second problem. You get the full text, right? Before. Yeah, that's a problem. Why you get the full text? Because actually you receive like 4 or 5 events, right? Here. And whenever you click on an event, you are going through the list of events, right? But here, actually, you're getting the full text as you received it from the server. Yeah. So one may say, why you just don't read it at the bottom, you know? Fuck. Uh-oh, the order is not correct. The order is not correct on this list. You see? Fuck. The text is not in the right order. Which is kind of weird, but... Let me continue, just want to see if the scroll is happening. No, the scroll is not happening. Actually, the scroll is happening, but there is no scroll. There is no scroll on the left. Why? Navigation destination. Scroll when focus changes. Scroll beyond the focus changes is given to a child widget. No. Scroll bar visibility. Visible. Orientation vertical. Consumers when it's coming spot. Yeah, it was. I think it was off because we scroll in another way. But anyway. I think now we will. I think now we will show. Okay, I'm a bit surprised that the messages are actually not in the right sequence. That's kind of weird. So like here in the text, the messages are not in the right sequence. It's kind of very weird actually. And also, why we receive it twice? Why we receive our message twice? Well, well, let me test one thing more. If I say bara bara ba. Yeah, also bara bara ba is replicated twice. Is replicated twice, huh? So it's like if we are re-receiving that message from the server. I mean, in theory, we should not. But it looks like, huh? receive message. Display the player text in the chat without going server side. Ah, because receive message is then doing that again. Yes. Because NPC internal is going here. NPC internal, eh? Receive. Wait. Wait. No, I lost myself. GG. Receive chat message. Receive chat message. Yeah. No, this is not needed. This is not needed because it's done already. Which is very nice. So that is absolutely not needed. Because we are calling that function already. So, yep. That is good. So that is not needed, and populate NPC. That is not needed. And this is not needed. Okay, nice. That is pretty good. That is why we were getting it twice. Okay, so at least we solved that. Now, the problem is, how is it possible that the sequence is not in the right sequence, right? And also, why... why the sequence is not in the right sequence? That's very strange, because I get this message, receive, wait. Receive message. No, I don't understand. What the fuck? That is so weird. That is so weird. It's not in the right sequence. If it's not in the right sequence, it means that it will also not be in the right sequence in the other log. What? Receive message. Chat, receive message. I don't understand. If that's wrong, then everything is wrong. I mean, if that's wrong, then also the NPC log will not be in the right sequence. Right? It's kind of strange. But anyway, I think I would like then to have the text go in as you click on it, right? I don't think we should have the text go in before you click on it. I think that's super annoying. So I think I will have to change it anyway. So probably we should not call it from receive message. I don't think we can call it from here because but I'm a bit surprised though that we are receiving it twice then. So we're receiving it once through receive message, and another we are receiving through the NPC bubble speech events. Because it looks like, huh? Because we have this one, receive NPC actions in bubble, right? So there is all the text and the action that are arriving from the server. And it seems to me that this is generating a separate set of answers from the NPC, which is kind of a duplicate of the single ones. Yeah, because this one is coming through receive NPC bubble events, and those are actually collected after the execution of the script, where the execution of the script, I think, is launching. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I understand why it's double. I think I know why it is double, boys. It's not easy to fix, though. It's not easy to fix. Yeah, I don't want to send all the text double. But if I speak with this guy, right? Longsword. Right? Yeah, you see, these two are the... So let me see my chat panel. Where is my chat? Yeah, they are wrong also here, boys. Oi, 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 oi. They are wrong also in that case. So the sequence is wrong also in the NPC chat. The sequence is wrong also in the NPC chat. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. So basically now it kind of works because you see it, right? But I don't know if I like it, first of all, but fine. We need to do a reasoning here because I think what happens... Execute script, right? Execute script. So this execute script is executing on NPC response. And here is exactly, here is keeping the array while it's still running the script. So there is the duplication, right? The duplication is that the script is running and and then we collect all the script results and we send it again, right? So there is the send to the NPC bubble window where you can click through, right? And it is an array of the click through, which by the way is in the right sequence. And here we are executing, and here we are executing the script. So and pretty much there is a say yeah, exactly, this is a say response, right? So most likely it's going through this now. If private NPC speech, then store the event. Yeah, exactly. But why I don't do the if? So I think that here I need to do an if, right? I need to say if is a private NPC speech, which means basically we are inside the NPC bubble, is a quest thingy. Then don't do this, right? Don't do this. And only do this, right? Because otherwise, and how do we know? Well, we know in theory from the, I mean, the response should have the type, I think. Say public. I think the only one that we have is this, right? I think the only one that we have is this, is public. So I think we should do a check on that. Now the problem is that if I add the if here, now it will not... do we get double text or not? We don't get double text. We don't get double text because this is not added by, yeah. But I think we should, yeah. I think that's a good idea. There are a few things I need to think about, boys, but basically I'm just wondering why, you know, why in the old game this was actually working fine. Let me search just for this phrase, right? If private NPC speech store the event. No, this one, no, for sure this one, no, this one is new. This one is 100% new. This one is 100% new. So it's not... I mean, I can try, huh? Chat NPC. Say public. Who is loading this public thingy? I don't know who is loading this say public. Because in the load is not there. Is in the creation, huh? is in the creation of the response. Public false. True for public, false for private. Parse response script. In theory, is here that is doing the thing. I don't think there are other places. I mean, we can do the test. We can do the test and see if it works. But basically, my idea would be, but then we need to fix. Yeah, because it will not work anymore if I do the change. If I do that change, it will not work anymore. What the hell? Where is he going? Wait. Exactly. So if I do the change here, which is inside say response, which is actually the text going in, and I say if blah blah blah, right? And so if I say if yeah, I just don't understand why this thing is there and not here, because it is where we do it, right? It is where we do it. So in theory here I should have something like if say public, right? If say public, if not say public, then we do this, right? Else we do this, right? So this is pretty much the way it should be. Now, this change is a heavy change because it's affecting 1 million points in the code, right? Because NPC are speaking in so many different places. They speak, you know, at distance, in proximity, through quest, whatever, in many other cases. So I have this change is a very risky change. So we need to retest then a bunch of stuff after I do this, and I need to be sure that this say public is actually correct, right? Is actually set properly for quest. For quest say, I think it is, because we need to understand when an NPC is speaking publicly and when he's not, right? So I think it should be set properly. Now the first side effect of this change is that we will not see anything in the log anymore, right? But it's fine. I just want to understand if yeah, the problem is to understand if it works in all the other cases. No, but I just want to see if the say public, you know, is proper. This is what I want to see. See you, Fergus. Bye bye. I will have to go soon as well. It's 7:52. I will have to go very, very, very soon. So basically, we never realized that the NPC speech in the chat was the wrong sequence, huh? We never realized that, but it is. So now, if we send the event properly to the NPC window, we can, from the NPC window, put it into the log, first of all, without sending it twice, which is good, and second, in the right sequence, right? So I think it's anyway an improvement. It is, boys. It is. I don't know if I like that log at the bottom right, left, though. I think it feels a bit weird to have that text, you know, at the bottom left like that. Okay, you see, you don't have a require. So this is here, but it's not in the log, right? So it means that the public works. You see, the public works because we don't see it. So now, okay, that's very good. Now, one thing I will have to test. I will have to test the proximity, because the proximity are not private, right? The proximity are public. But I don't know if I have I don't know if I have there should be a proximity on her, but I don't know if it's working at the moment. There should be a proximity trigger so that when I go close, she says something, but I'm not completely sure that it is working at the moment. This is also something we need to check, but basically now what we need to do, so having done this, right, having done this, I think we can move the code that we were using for writing this stuff into the log. And we can move it. I don't know exactly where, but I need to move it. So basically, yeah. So I need, yeah. No, I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. I know what I need to do. But we absolutely need to test all the other NPC text, because that may be at risk of breaking. I think I need to go, boys. That's the problem. That's the problem. I need to go. But I think we can raid someone, no? That's the problem. Let me see. There is Warka, there is Evan playing Diablo 4, there is Team Vash. Should we go to Team Vash? It's a long time we don't go Team Vash. What is she doing? Is she doing anything unreal? No, she's not. Lana, okay, let me search for other people on Unreal Engine. Maybe we find something new. Horror game dev U5. Nice. Who is this guy? We know him already? Ah, yes. We know him already. Yeah, let's go to this guy. Let's go to this guy. Boys! Are you ready for a raid or not? Ready for a raid. Raid. Assuming that he accepts raids. Yeah, he accepts raids. Okay, good. No, because some people do not. I mean, I know it may sound a bit weird, but there is people that are not accepting raids. Okay, we go there. So I will see you tomorrow evening, boys, and we will continue with this. I think I will finish tonight this say, don't say thingy. We will continue with the tutorial, a bit of fix on the quest, and other stuff like that. Yeah, so see you tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. European time. Have fun, play the game. The game is playable. You can download it right now from our main site. Download now, this button. Let's go! Bye. Bye.